Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today I thought we'd take a look at the Star Wars Elite Series Rey and BB8. So before we get into the figurine and what it comes with and all its little accessories and kind of the nitpicks that I do have with the figure, I wanted to kind of give you guys a little 360 so you can see all the nice paint and all the detail that comes with this figure. It really is cool. I'm glad that I have it, but there are some negatives that I definitely want to point out to you guys. So you can determine whether it's worth picking up. So first off, let's start off with the staff, the other accessory that the Black Series figure comes with, because the Black Series doesn't come with the backpack, lightsaber, and the other gun. You can see that this is kind of like a dark blue, a navy blue, and it's got a little bit of paint here, a little bit of brown. I'm sorry, with the bronze or kind of tan right here, and the white. Where this is brown all throughout, and then you have brown going through here, which is painted, and then you have some silver paint or gunmetal, and some kind of like olive right throughout there. So a little bit more paint, a little bit more detail in the Elite Series. As far as height, it's just a little bit longer, not much. So as far as BB8, so let's check out one of the favorite characters of the Force Awakens. This guy is much larger than your 6-inch Blackline series, so you can kind of see those two side by side. Also, this one has kind of like a darker tint to it, to where this guy's a little bit more white. Now there's the 2016 version of BB-8 where he's all blackwashed. Again, he's not blackwashed, he's just a little bit darker, kind of like an off-white. So the other thing is there's quite a bit of paint in him, so you can see the silver going all the way around here, the blue, the black, silver up here. This is painted to where these are just kind of soft rubbery plastics, but I wouldn't want to move them too much, otherwise they might break off still, because it's like they're just glued in on the top. There are some nice paint apps here, but there are some kind of blotches right here, so you can kind of see some kind of marks going across there. That's the only one that I really can identify. But as far as weight goes, just you can kind of, from that short of a distance, it making that noise. This weighs about the same as a billiards ball. So it's this, desperate times, this could be used as a weapon, I guess. But very, very heavy. So I wanted to point that out. As far as the other accessories she comes with, she does have the gun that we see her use, that Han Solo gave her. So you can see the handle is painted black, with the rest of it being silver, a little bit of black here, but you also get some, or in black on the other side, but black wash going around it to add some nice detail to it. Now, it's not a hard plastic, it's actually a soft rubbery plastic, so you can fit it in her hand pretty well, and even get her finger on the trigger. The other thing being the lightsaber. Now, I do have the plastic that she comes packaged with this wrapped around the handle. There is some nice, paint detail in there with the red and some black and stuff like that. But I just leave this on there because, again, just like Kylo Ren, her hand is molded too big for the handle here, so it just falls right out of her hand. So that's something that I was like, well, I'm just going to keep this and display it like that. So it's a nice blue lightsaber, but it is not detachable, or at least I can't get it out of there. Just if I tried any harder, would feel like it was going to break. So I think it's in there permanently or glued in. The other accessory that she comes with, the stand, obviously, same as Kylo Ren, just says Star Wars there. You get one peg, and it's just, just cheap plastic. So nothing to get overly excited about. The other accessory that she does come with is her backpack here. So you can see that there's some nice paint. There's a little bit of bronze or gold paint over here, some silver, and then over here, and these little canisters, if you just look dead on it, you couldn't see, but on each end you can see some silver and whatever this is supposed to be, some stuff that she scavenged, and found. So a lot of nice paint in the backpack. You also can see it with the buckles down there and here on the side as well. And you can see on the other end. So really cool, the little backpack. I do like that. The other thing that I wanted to do is let's just kind of look at these two ladies side by side. So you can kind of see the differences. Now, one of the things that is, first that you kind of see is that she's a little bit darker complected than Miss Paleface over here, to where it looks like she's never been out in the sun. But so she's very light skinned, to where she's got a little bit more of a tan, so that's pretty cool. The up underneath garment is not white; it's kind of yellowish, but it looks like it's kind of dirty, which makes sense. Her being on Jakku, and it being just a desert. Also, the outer garment is darker and it has kind of a black wash to it. And over here where this is connected, and this is actually comes separated. That way, I guess you can move her leg a little bit better, which is cool. The pants, obviously brown instead of the same color as the outer garment. So it just, as far as the outfit goes, it breaks up a lot better on this figure. So I do like that. Also with the boots, you can see instead of just the brown, that they went with a darker brown and then light brown on the soles, and then you get a little bit of silver here in the back. As far as the little side pack here, this is already molded onto the figure with a belt just being painted on, which is kind of sloppily done anyway. On the Elite series, this is actually a separate piece. Now it feels like this whole belt section is glued in here, but it is separate. So it just looks a lot better. So there's a lot of positives with this particular figure. The accessories, the detail of the accessories, which is really nice. I like a lot of the paint apps, but there are some negatives too. So let's go ahead and get into those. This being a die-cast figure, it does come out of package with some chips. So you can see there's a chip piece of paint there. If I look over here, well, go ahead and put that backpack in there. There's chip paint right here. So you can kind of see right there, right there. There's another piece of chip paint, and this is how it came out of the package. Now, again, that's my particular figure. It might not be that case on yours, and you might, you'll probably have different places chip, but something that I wanted to bring to your attention, that's something that you might have to just kind of deal with. The positive thing on it is it's all towards the back, so whenever I look at it from the front, I'm not going to be able to see those chips, so it's not going to really bother me that much. Some of the other things that are kind of bad, here at the knees, you can see, or hopefully you can see it well, you can see touch-up paint. So I'm guessing that that's because you started to chip around here at the knees, so they were like, all right, let's touch-up paint this. Okay, that's good enough, and let's box it and ship it. The same thing over here on this knee. So you can see that it's a lighter paint than what you have with the rest of the leg, to where it's a little bit darker. So just touch-up paint things. So something that I wanted to bring to your attention. But one last thing that it is going to be this way on every single figure is the hair. Now with the Black series, we had these little weird things molded, plastic hanging off the side of her face. I much prefer this to where it's just painted. I know it kind of makes her look like she just has sideburns, but I don't like those weird plastic things on the side of her face. But the weird thing is these little, I don't know, these little bitty marks going all the way around her hair. I think it looks weird. It would have been nice if they would have just kept that smooth. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that before. There were these little tabs, marks, or whatever, going all the way around her hairline, which is just kind of strange looking. Now, as far as the face looks pretty good. I like the eyes, the eyebrows, the lips, everything looks really nice there. So let's go ahead and get into the articulation. The head, it does rotate here. It does have a up and down and side to side, so you can get some motions. I just can't get it to tilt that much. So, but it does have that ball joint feature there. With the arms, they go up and down, and they also rotate. Just be careful, because you don't want to grind metal up against metal, because that's how you're going to start getting more chips and scuffed up paint but you do have that up and down motion there. You do have a 90-degree bend here at the elbow. There is no bicep swivel. And you do have a rotation here, but unlike the Kylo Ren, this actually has a ball joint there, so it can go back and forth a little bit. So since she has a lightsaber, you can get a little bit of more movement left to right, or up and down, I guess, with the hand. The same over here. The waist, I was trying to get more out of it, but maybe because we have the backpack and she's got so much crap on her, but it does feel like it moves some, but you're not really going to get a whole lot out of it. Legs go in and out thus far. They don't rotate, so no thigh cut, but you do have the bend, which is 90 degrees there, and then you also have the up and down motion here with the foot. So overall, I think, with the accessories and everything she comes with and the paint applications, I think she's a pretty cool figure. Her being, I guess one of the main characters. I'm glad I have her. I hope we get a Rey with a lightsaber and the 6-inch Blackline series, because I don't know why you wouldn't give that to us unless you're just waiting until episode 8, which is 2 years from now. But I wanted to make sure that I ended up getting one. I also think that the paint sculpt is really good. And since I have Kylo Ren, it only made sense to get her as well. So that's why I ended up picking her up. But there are some negative little things that I did point out. So hopefully that was able to help you guys, whether you decide you want to pick one up or not. These retail for $25, plus shipping, and it's a Disney Store exclusive. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.